Ian, you've just been announced as captain of Warwickshire County Cricket Club. Must be a very proud moment for you.
It is, yeah. Obviously, it's an honour to obviously accept that and take that on. Obviously, it's a big responsibility, but having started with the under-11s here at Warwickshire to manage to do that and coming all the way through the system, yeah, it's a dream come true.
Just talk us through how it happened. When did you first hear that it was a possibility?
Yeah, it hasn't been long. I was putting the kids to bed one night when I got a phone call, so it was a bit hectic at home, but obviously nice to accept to take over. Obviously, Choppy's done a really good job over the last year or so, and he obviously felt that he wanted to concentrate more on his batting. So obviously, so it's nice to take over. Obviously, the team's in a good position, so really excited about the challenges ahead.
Was it a yes straight away, or was it one of those that you had to think about for a little while?
No, I didn't have to think too long. Obviously, my ambitions for England are still very strong, and that was the first thing. Obviously, we spoke about as a club that if that's the case, what would happen, and they were very understanding of that, and obviously fully behind me trying to get back to the England side. So, with all that sorted, then it was an easy yes.
If that does happen, and let's hope it does, that you are back in the England squad, you've got a lot of sort of potential leader replacements here, if you like, already in place.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've done a lot of discussions. Yeah, I mean, it's still early days, but we're lucky that the squad obviously has got some good leaders around, and that's what I'm going to need. I'm going to need a lot of guys leading, and then if something happened and I did go away, then there's plenty of people that can step up on the field. When
you first came as a 10-year-old, did you ever imagine you'd be captain in Warwickshire County Cricket?
Probably not. I didn't expect to have the career that I've been very lucky to have, and like I said, it's a dream come true. Obviously, I was very lucky growing up and through the system when, through the 90s where we were winning everything here at Warwickshire, a very successful time. So, all I wanted to do was, like I said, be part of a Warwickshire side and a winning Warwickshire side. So, to have been able to win some trophies at Warwickshire and now to captain it is, like I said, a dream come true.
How's the dynamic going to be with the players? Because obviously you've been just teammate, if you like, so far, and now you've got to revert to captain. Is that going to be a tough switch?
I hope so. I hope not. I'd always, like I said, as a leader, there's many ways of doing it, but I'll try and lead by example as well. And I suppose my England career has always limited the amount of time I've spent here, so I've always been a little bit on the edge. I suppose now it's an opportunity to get really stuck into a lot of things on and off the field, and like I said, getting to know a lot of the younger guys a bit more than maybe what I do. Obviously, I know a lot of the senior guys that I've played years with, but now the opportunity for me is to obviously look at the next generation and the younger guys as well, and have that right blend of senior and junior players.
And the desire to get back in the England squad, I guess that burns brighter than ever, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, I suppose unfinished business, and I'm desperate to get in, and the club are fully supportive of that. But the best way for me, I suppose, to handle that is to get stuck into Warwickshire. Like I said, we've got some competitions that I think with our squad that we should be competing in all formats, and it's a big challenge. So the best way to answer all that is to win games for Warwickshire, and hopefully, like I said, if we start well as a team, then the rest of the stuff takes care of itself.
Just looking ahead to the season, we're about 3 months away from the start. You've obviously got a hectic period now to come with Abu Dhabi and obviously plenty of training here at Edgbaston.
That's right, yeah. I mean, the boys have obviously been working very hard, and these are probably the hard yards that a lot of people don't see. Obviously when the season starts and the games are on TV, that's in a way sometimes the easy time, but here's where the lads are putting a lot of work in. Obviously, that's the first session I've done for a while, having had a bit of a break. So, I know that how hard that session was just then, and the graft the lads have been putting in all winter, which again, through the cricket season, you get tested in many ways, and there'll be some tough periods. And if we commit to, the season, our cricket like we have done there, then we'll be in a good place.
Any particular focus on a format for next year, or are you just going all guns blazing for all three formats?
I think we've got to be open. I think the season sort of takes its path. I think our 4-day squad's probably a little bit more experienced than our other formats. We've got some really established players in 4-day cricket, and we've generally, I know we tailed off a little bit towards the back end of last year, but the last 3-4 years we've always been in the top 3. So, that's where a lot of our experience lies. But I think again, looking at our strength in depth, and if we get another overseas player as well, that hopefully we compete in all formats.
Any news on the overseas players? Any latest you can give us?
No, not yet. I mean, obviously I know it's been talked about, and obviously now can start getting involved in those conversations, but hopefully again it's somebody that will, a bit like Brendan did last year, obviously probably the best overseas player you can get, and not just the runs, I suppose that one knock of 150, but just the way he was around the place, the enthusiasm he had, really lifted the guys, and that's what you want. I think it's not just necessarily the on-field scores and things like that. It's what they give to the dressing room, and that's the kind of character we want that, like I said, will help our young players but deliver on the field.
And obviously at Selco, we're really keen on the T20 in the Birmingham Bay. You've had a great 2 years, finals day, both times winning it once. I guess you'd love to get back there again this year.
Absolutely, and with it being here as well, it's Edgbaston, it's great, and yeah, it's a massive challenge. We've been really good in the last 2 years, and we've just got to try and keep that going, keep improving. I know the guys have been working hard again, adapting, and it's the kind of game 2020 that you have to keep improving. You can't stay still. So, hopefully we'll be, like I said, one step better this year than we were last year.